Letter from Syria, at least that I've seen a copy of, dated September 24th, which questioned in advance the event held Thursday in ECOSOC, sponsored by France, involving al-Jarba, said that it violated the UN Charter and set a bad precedent of interference in the internal dealings of states. So I understood that on Saturday you said that you weren't aware of the letter, so I sent you a copy. What is the response of the Secretariat to that argument, in particular, the meeting also held at the Secretary General's residence on Saturday with Mr. al-Jarba? It didn't seem, maybe I missed it. Was it in the media alert? Was it an official meeting? Why was no photograph taken?
Well, first
how does
of all,
it relate to this letter?
Well, first of all, I don't think you expect me to consider a copy of a letter that you send me to be my way of figuring out whether the Secretary General received a letter or not. What I had said to you in the email reply was that I was not aware, and I have looked into it subsequently. A letter was received, and as you will have seen, the meeting went ahead. I think you can take that as our response. The second part of your question is about the meeting that took place at the Secretary General's residence on Saturday evening. This was arranged at relatively short notice, and therefore it did not figure in the media alert. Another reason for it not being in the media alert is precisely because it took place at the Secretary General's residence. That's his home, I think you will understand. And we gave a readout of that event and that meeting in some detail because of the considerable interest that there is in the whole question of arranging the Geneva II International Conference, and that is something that Mr. Brahimi and the Secretary General are working extremely hard to ensure that it can take place within the time frame that they have established.
Thanks a lot. I guess you're saying that the meeting took place, so it was received before the meeting, this one that was held Thursday in ECOSOC. You were saying that the letter, you looked into it and it had been received, it's just that you had been unaware of it, but that the response, I should take the fact that the meeting went forward as the response. So I just want to ask you to clarify one thing. The Syrian argument is that this sets a precedent where any member state, and I just want to make sure that this is what the response means, any member state can invite in opposition, armed opposition or otherwise, from any other member state and have a meeting inside the UN and deem them the sole legitimate representative of the other country. Is that the message?
I'm simply saying that that meeting went ahead, and I don't think that you should draw broader conclusions from it.
But who makes the decision?
That meeting went ahead. Right. Okay, so let's move on to the next question.
In this case, the Secretary General believes that this rebel group is legitimate, and therefore it went ahead?
Next question, Matthew.
Okay, please. I wanted to ask you about